welcome to the channel, guys. Let's get to it. UFC Fight Night Perth coming up this weekend, guys, and I'm super excited. Y'all know that the last fight night that we did, we won big, guys. We won big. Oh my god, I couldn't believe it, guys. With $10, with $15, we won $890. We're gonna do it again this weekend. So stick around, like, subscribe to the channel if you want to make some cash and also learn a little bit about MMA. UFC Fight Night Perth, Carlos Ulberg against Dominic Reyes. Yes, Dominic Reyes, the same guy that with one judge saw him beat John Jones. One judge saw him beat John Jones. That sounds pretty cool, right? Anyways, guys, Dominic Reyes coming back. The guy is back against Carlos Ulberg at UFC Perth. Carlos Ulberg, a favorite. Then we got Jimmy Crute coming off a win against Ivan Erslan. Yep, Ivan Erslan. First round, Ivan Erslan. Then we got Jack Jenkins going against Ramon Tavares. Jack Jenkins. I'm gonna find a nickname for Jack Jenkins. Jack the leg kicker Jenkins. Leg breaker Jenkins. I don't know. Jack the leg snapper Jenkins? Yeah. Everybody laughing at that. Really? Come on. All right, guys. And then we got Jake Matthews and Neil Magny, which, guys, come on. It's 2025. Both of these fighters have been combined in the UFC for more than 20 years. Probably 20 years, I think. And this is the first time Jake Matthews faces Neil Magny? UFC, are you unbelievable? Come on. But anyways, let's cheer, guys. They made it happen. Neil Magny against Jake Matthews. Neil Magny, the ranked gatekeeper, going against Jake Matthews. They made it happen. 10 years later. All right. Well, guys, let's calm down here, guys. I have the parlay, and I have it on my screen. It's $15 to win $810. So if you want to win $810 out of $15 this weekend, pay attention to my predictions. I'm going to give you some details. I'm not going to go over all the history of these fighters. I'm just going to tell you who's going to win, and I'm going to give you my 3-leg parlay. Now, this is not like other channels that you need all 5, 6, main card, prelims. No. This is main card, so you don't have to wake up early and watch the prelims or the early prelims to see if you're... And then if you hit that one, and then if you don't hit that one, then you're tempted to go into the main card and spend more of your money. No. This time around, guys, just like the previous Noche UFC, where we hit Santiago Luna by finish, Alex Hernandez by finish, and Diego Lopez by finish, which you guys were crazy to put money on John Silva, who only fought one ranked opponent against Diego Lopez. Guys, that was easy money for me. And then Alex Hernandez coming off a win against Chase Hooper. You bring in a 40-year-old, you don't think the guy's gonna finish him too? Santiago Luna as well. He trains with Chito Vera. He trains with these hard-hitting guys. Come on, guys. Y'all better than that. Well, stick around with this channel. Subscribe. Like the content if you want to win $810 out of $15, guys. A plus 5,300. A plus 5,300. I'm going to give you that this weekend. And if we hit that one, guys, y'all better oh my God, y'all better come back and subscribe. All right. So starting off, Jake Matthews against Neil Magny. Well, guys, Jake Matthews and Neil Magny have probably fought common opponents in the welterweight division. And the reason why is because they've been in the welterweight divisions for almost 10 years combined, 20 years. And this is the first time we see Neil Magny face Jake Matthews. Come on. No. Ain't no way. Neil Magny 30-13. Jake Matthews 22-7. Jake Matthews in Topology, he is ranked number 29 in the welterweight division. Neil Magny number 41, and I think this counts as regional and stuff like that. But anyways, Neil Magny, he's the gatekeeper of the ranked division. Remember that. He wins one, loses one, wins two, loses one. The guy has never been consistent with his wins, but I am very tempted to go with Neil Magny up until the point that my friend called me and said, Will, don't be crazy enough to go with Neil Magny. He lost his previous one. He ain't winning two in a row. I mean, he won his previous one. He's not winning two in a row. And he might be right. Jake Matthews is finding himself, improving with every fight. It took him 10 years to get into a Neil Magny fight, guys. But I think he takes the win. I think he's not gonna. I mean, he's gonna go for the takedown against Neil Magny, and he's not gonna get caught like Shafkat got caught in that first round against Neil Magny. I think he's gonna finish Neil Magny in the first round. He is gonna use the ground and pound. He's gonna use submission. He's gonna try with submission, but he is gonna take Neil Magny down, who is at this point. At this point in his career, he's pretty easy to take down. Jake Matthews is a younger fighter here. He is more, he's more powerful than Neil Magny at this point. Of course, Neil Magny has the reach advantage, so he can always catch Jake Matthews, but I don't think Jake Matthews is going to go down with one of Neil Magny's punches. But I mean, might be wrong. I might be wrong. If this fight goes into a decision, it could be a Neil Magny split. But if this fight is what I think is going to happen, I think Jake Matthews is going to take down Neil Magny in the first round, and he's going to finish him. Moving on, guys. Jack Jenkins, the leg snapper Jack Jenkins. Jack Jenkins, who has snapped about 2 or 3 opponents' legs already against Ramon Tavares. Now, guys, this is part of my parlay, and I'm gonna have to take you out of the Jack Jenkins roller coaster ride, because Jack Jenkins is not gonna win. Ramon Tavares is gonna finish Jack Jenkins. And he's my first leg of my parlay, guys. This is the finish of Ramon Tavares. Strong fighter. I've seen his previous fights. He goes in that leg. I mean, I saw one of his finishes. He got the guy's leg and knocked him out. And I think that's what's gonna happen. Even though Jack Jenkins, throws that very, very low leg kick, I think Ramon Tavares is going to find himself inside Jack Jenkins pretty early. He's a fast-paced fighter, striker, and I think he's going to put Jack Jenkins down, guys. I think, and I know for sure that's going to happen. His previous fights, and I'm going to go over real quick. Jack Jenkins lost his previous fights against Gabriel Santos, who he got rear naked choke in the 3rd round. And then before that, he did win by TKO against Herbert Burns. But Ramon Tavares, guys, he just went on a Davey Grant unanimous decision. Before that, he had that split decision against Seri Sidi, which I think was controversial. Before that, he fought at the Contender Series and finished Cortavius Romus with a left hook and hammer fist. Now, the reason why I'm taking Ramon Tavares is because, of course, his inside game. He's gonna get inside Jack Jenkins, and he's gonna work him for a finish, and I think he's gonna get it. But again, these are not that great of fighters, guys. These are not great fighters, but still, I think Ramon Tavares should take this one. And he's my first leg of the parlay. So y'all better put him on the parlay. All right, moving on, because this video can't be more than 15 minutes, guys. I'm not making a 15-minute video of UFC Perth, and I got a lot to talk about in the main event. All right, co-main Jimmy Crute coming off a finish in his previous fight. He's going against Ivan Erslan. Now, Ivan Erslan is a first round finisher, but he also gets finished in the first round. He got finished in the first round at KSW, one of his previous fights against Rafael Haratic. And then he did win first round finish in his last KSW fight against Bogdan Niko. And I seen that fight. The other guy, Bogdan Niko, too slow. You could see it from a mile away that Islam was going to win. But after that, he went into the UFC and he got a split decision loss against Ion Cutelaba again, also a unanimous decision loss against Navajo Sterling, and whoever saw that fight, Sterling dominated that fight from top to finish. Unanimous decision. Sterling, to me, he's not a great fighter, but I know why, and I understand why a lot of people are on the Sterling train, and I understand that. But Jimmy Crute is Jimmy Crute, guys. And even though Jimmy Crute is probably one of the unluckiest UFC fighters in the roster, he is, without a doubt, the better fighter in this bout. Without a doubt, he's a better fighter. He has ground game, which Irslan does not have. He's more of a brawler, I would say, which I hate that word, but he's more of a brawler, and he goes after a finish in the first round, and after that he's gassed out. And Jimmy Crute, he can take a punch, but he can also get knocked out, but whatever. He is one of the unluckiest fighters in the UFC, but I think luck is in his side. He's fighting at home, and I think he's going to take this in a second round finish. First round, Erslan is going to come out guns a-blazing. He's going to try to knock out Jimmy Crute. Jimmy Crute is going to use his defense. He's going to land a 1-2, back out, 1-2, try to get a takedown, use underhooks against the cage, the Jimmy Crute way. And he's going to score the first round, and then in the second round, Erslan is just going to be gassed out and is going to hope to get finished. And Jimmy Crute is going to finish him in the second round. But that's not part of my parlay. Jimmy Crute by finish is in my parlay, not a second round finish. I'm just predicting a second round finish. Jimmy Crute can finish him in the first round or the third round, but I'm going to go with the finish. A Jimmy Crute finish in his hometown. Now, this card is going to be a lot different from the Noche and the French card, which in the Noche card, which was Mexican driven, and it was a Noche UFC. All Mexicans won, or Mexican descendants won at the Noche UFC card. At the French, forgot where they were in France, but Paris. At Paris, at the Paris card, all French won, but it's not going to be the same at this card, guys. I already told you guys. It's not going to be the same in this card. And that's why I'm telling you. All right, moving on to the main event of the evening. Carlos Ulberg against Dominic Reyes. Guys, I have Dominic Reyes winning this fight. That's all I'm going to say. I got Dominic Reyes, the same guy that almost beat John Jones, the same guy that's coming off a win. 2 wins, actually. 3 wins. He finished Nikita Krylov. He finished Anthony Smith. And he finished Dustin Jacoby. And why is Dustin Jacoby fight very interesting? Dustin Jacoby, in his prime, would have beaten Carlos Ulberg. Now, Dustin Jacoby was not in his prime against Dominic Reyes, but Dustin Jacoby had some gas left in the tank against Dominic Reyes. And you can tell the kickboxer style against Dominic Reyes suits him perfectly, because Dominic Reyes goes inside and, you know, has a burst of hooks. He has a burst of offense that even Carlos Reyes, even though he is faster, he's probably faster than Dominic Reyes, I don't think he has the chin to go against Dominic Reyes in that exchange. And that's why he's my third leg of my parlay. And I'm going to go with Dominic Reyes by finish. I'm going to go with Dominic Reyes. In my prediction, my official prediction, Dominic Reyes is going to help blow Carlos Ulberg. It's going to be spinning elbow finish. Just like the Diego Lopez, just like the Carlos Prates, just like the Aaron Pico, just like Aaron Pico got finished. That's the same thing that's going to happen to Carlos Ulberg. And I said it here, clutch attitude. Carlos Ulberg is going to get finished by a spinning elbow thrown by Dominic Reyes. But anyways, yeah, that's going to happen in the third round, guys. I'm going to tell you the round. That's not going to be officially in my parlay, but you can parlay that on the side. Like I mentioned before, I'm going to go with a second round finish for Jimmy Crute and also a third round finish for Dominic Reyes. Ramon Tavares finishes Jack Jenkins. That is my 3-leg parlay. $15 for 810. And I'm going to give you right here, guys. I'm going to show you because I'm not lying. I'm not lying to y'all. Right here. Boom. Whoa, that's not a joke, guys. This is going to happen. Jimmy Crute to win by finish. That's a plus 100. Ramon Tavares to win by finish at plus 575, and Dominic Reyes to win by finish at plus 300. $15 to win 810. A plus 5,300 in total. 3 legs. If you are not going to play the guys, if you're not going to go ahead with this parlay, please unsubscribe right now. I'm messing around. Yeah. Anyways, please subscribe to my channel. Like it, make money, $15 to win 810. This is it right here, guys. If you followed me on my previous parlay, the 3-leg parlay, you know you made money. $15 to win 890. You remember that? I'm coming back. Part 2. $15 to win 810. And this is not no contender series. This is UFC Perth. My previous card, I told you. Santiago Luna to win by finish, Alex Hernandez to win by finish, and Diego Lopez to win by finish. This is the same thing again. 3-leg parlay, $15, win 810. Dominic Reyes by finish, the main card. Ramon Tavares to win by finish, and also Jimmy Crute, the co-main eventer, to win by finish at a plus 100, at a total of plus 5,300. $15 to win 810. Go get your money. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking. I appreciate you guys a lot. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the fights. UFC Perth this Saturday. I think it's actually Saturday early, but it's going to be a wonderful one. Take care. God bless. And don't forget, if you want to make money, subscribe to my channel and take care of business.